What's up, guys? Welcome back. So it appears every algorithm on the internet, whether it be Reddit, YouTube, Google News, they know that one of my key interests is e-bikes and, more generally speaking, micro electric mobility. So thus, every time I open up any application on the internet, I get targeted stories and different articles on various developments within the field. And most of the time, these are very mundane stories, pretty boring. But occasionally, I do a double take. I come across something that is just shocking. And these are usually ones that inspire dedicated videos. To illustrate, here is one such topic I came across on Reddit just a couple days ago. And this bike has 3 wheels in a very weird, kind of awkward configuration. So I think technically this is a trike, although it's not a traditional trike. Just to remind you, this is a traditional trike design. 1 wheel in the front, 2 in the back, kind of side by side. And sometimes you even see them like this, 2 in the front, 1 in the back, but never like this, 3 wheels in line with each other. It kind of reminds me of like a semi-truck, but upon further inspection, you can see potentially why they did this. So this is a 2-person bike / cargo bike, depending on the configuration. Because as far as I could tell, the website is like, I think Swiss or German. I can't read anything on the site. But I think this is like a modular design. So when I went through the photos, you can see in one set of photos, there's 2 seats, 2 handlebars. But in another, the rear passenger seat is replaced with what seems to be a lot of cargo space. With the design, they have this single rail that goes from the primary seat all the way to the back. And I think this is like where you can attach different modules, which is a concept I actually kind of like. This should allow you to configure the bike really in 1,000 different ways, which is a really cool idea. If I can draw your attention to the battery compartment, we can see how it slides in from the top, kind of like a Sur-Ron, which means that the battery should be pretty easily removable. I'm always a big fan of that. And it's also large. The capacity here is, I wrote it down, it's 53 amp hours, which I suppose is needed because we have 3 hub motors. Yes, each wheel has its own dedicated hub motor, and maybe this is why they went with 3 wheels. I think they could have got away with having only 2 wheels, and this guy is trying to actively kill me. Thanks, buddy. Really appreciate it. Okay, now I'm just pissed off. So I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want. So yeah, I don't really see why they added a 3rd wheel in this kind of format. Right, with a regular trike, a 3rd wheel gives you more stability, but I don't think that's the case here. The only advantage I can see is that 3rd hub motor giving you just more power. So yeah, it's just a weird bike. I don't know if it should exist. It does, and now you know about it. Now the next one I came across is a micro electric scooter. And when I say micro, I mean it folds up to the size of a laptop. That is how they advertise this. The name is Arma Scooter. It's currently startup, so it doesn't officially exist yet. But the concept here is really cool. I like the idea of this extreme micro-mobility that can literally fit inside of a backpack. So of course the idea here is for people that get around a city, a metro. This is something that you could very easily take with you to get you from your office to like a train station. And to help you accomplish that, they say that the range here is 15 kilometers. That's probably a little bit rich because the battery, it comes in at 36 volts, 3.5 amp hours, and the motor is 250 watts. So as you would expect, this is not a speed demon. The performance here is not the primary selling point. It's the portability. It's the size of a laptop, and it even charges via USB Type-C. I find that to be potentially the most convenient thing about this. It only weighs 10 pounds, and the price tag is a little bit north of $1,000. So I really like this as a concept, but I think the technology isn't quite there yet. Although one day it most certainly will be, and then I could totally see me buying one of these just to keep with me at all times. I mean, if I could buy something that folds up into the size of a laptop, had a bit more power and range, was cheaper, maybe like $300, it'll be hard to find a reason not to buy that, just as a secondary mode of transportation, something you can always keep with you at all times. So thanks to the algorithm showing me this product, it's certainly a category that I'm going to be keeping my eye on. I think the future for stuff like this is promising. Now, the third and final product here is a different take within the same category, and this is by Honda. So it's not a startup, it's an actual product, and this is their Moto Compacto. Greatest name ever. It doesn't fold up to quite the same laptop size. It's more of like a standalone briefcase, but within it we have potentially a more comfortable to use, more capable electric scooter, I think it's technically classified as. For this, they claim a very similar range of 12 miles, but I actually believe it with the Moto Compacto because clearly the battery, they have a lot more space to store energy. Unfortunately, I couldn't get an exact spec readout on the battery capacity. They didn't list it, but one thing they did list out was the top speed, and it's advertised at 15 miles per hour. Which I think is reasonable. I don't think you would want to go above 15 miles per hour on wheels this small. And this is something you can buy right now for the reasonable price of just $1,000. If you guys want to see me review this, let me know. I think it'll be super fun. Although I'm definitely gonna have to buy it with my own money. I don't see Honda sending me a review unit. But I'm gonna run in the food store and get a sandwich because I am starving. It's also the end of the video. I timed that perfectly. If you guys enjoyed, I always appreciate a like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.